What's really good, LeSBP Trading, Familia, Buenos Dias, Bonjour, Bon dia, Sabona, Good Nav, Kumbawa, Masake, Aftaf. Thank you all for tuning in. So today we're going to talk about my reason for losing in trading currently. I think I got everything down pat. The strategy is good. My time frame's good. It's decent at least. Um, the only problem I feel like is right now is hesitation. And that comes with not trusting the strategy or thinking differently from the strategy. Because I trust the strategy, it's just thinking differently. Today we took a bigger loss than we were supposed to. I think the loss we took today was like 480 something. Let me load. So we took a loss of $424, um, which would have been 124 if we had just taken all the trades the way we were supposed to take them. I trust the strategy. It's just the simple fact of that whole mental mindset. And this could be the same reason why you're losing too. My whole mental mindset is, oh, I'm going to wait a little bit longer to get in the trade that I'm supposed to. I'm going to wait for drawdown, that might not even come. So today, if you watch my today, by the way, is June 13th, or yeah, still June 13th because it's late as fuck at night. But today is June 13th, and if you watch my stream from this morning, literally you can see that like I was talking about the trade. I had my button on the buy, on the buy, and I literally did not press it because I'm sitting here waiting for drawdown. Like there's no reason to wait for drawdown. Just get into the trade, let it play out. And I feel like that all comes with, that mental mindset of saying, you know what you're looking for, just go ahead and do it type of thing. Because I do it with all my losses. I literally do it every single loss. I will sit there and get in every single loss. And then sometimes when it comes to those winners, I gotten a lot better. But sometimes when it comes to those winners, for some odd reason, I hesitate just slightly thinking, oh, I can get a better position. And it's not really about being greedy. It's just a simple fact of trying to get as not as much, but like in the best possible spot. My entries are really, really tight. I try to get in on the 1 minute chart. Uh, and I'm usually looking at that second bullish candle or that second bearish candle moving away from my EMA. And literally, sometimes like today, I'll wait for that second bullish candle. As for example, I waited for that second bullish candle, decided, you know what, I'm gonna wait till it goes at least back in the drawdown because of, spread. Like for instance, that was my reason today. Spread is 0.25 in my futures account. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to, and I said that because I don't know if it's different for anybody, but hopefully it shouldn't. I don't think futures is any different, but it's 0.25. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wait till it comes back to the actual entry, set like a buy limit or something like that. That way it knocks me in at that best possible entry price. And of course, guess what it did? Flew straight up right away from that buy entry. And yeah, that's my main reason kind of for losing right now. And I just want to kind of show you an example of what I mean by looking at like Tradevate and the losses in comparison to, what we should be seeing on our actual account. So not Tradevate, I'm sorry, Take Profit Trader. So looking at the journal on Take Profit Trader, you'll see, these significant, winners, and then you'll see these losers. Now, take in mind, if you need to pause it real quick, take in mind 961.5 negative, 315 negative, 81 negative, 297, and 424.5, because that's the ones we're going to be talking about in a second. So looking at those last few days, and I don't know why the dates were miscued, but looking at those last few days, starting off from the 961.5, that was this day right here. Nothing we could do about it. We took every trade possible the exact way we were supposed to take it. So I'm not really mad at, the fact that we lost in that day. The only thing I can see is I might need to tighten up on how many entries I have. We had like 7 entries that day. So or 8 entries. So I might need to tighten up on how many entries that I'm willing to take and how big of loss pip wise I'm willing to take. But other than that, we took every trade that was possible, and we just lost. So there's nothing I could do about that. Looking at that following day, 315 negative. So this one is really interesting because we took all the trades we were supposed to. I got in when I was supposed to in most of these cases, but this is that mental mind game that kind of comes into play. I'm looking at all these trades and I'm like, okay, drawdown, drawdown, slight drawdown, at least to where we can get in directly at the entry of this second bullish candle. So I'm like, okay, drawdown, drawdown, drawdown. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can start getting in. And this is me changing my strategy on the fly when I shouldn't be. This is me looking at just these few trades and, trades from like the day before and saying, you know what, I always seem to have drawdown. Let's go ahead and get in on the drawdown. My second problem is also missing trades. I have a tendency to miss trades, especially when I'm not paying attention. I talked about this on the 11th. I was at a doctor's appointment with my daughter, and I took this first trade, lost that first trade for more than what I was supposed to lose it for. I lost it for the full 7.75 pips. I was really only supposed to lose it for 5.7 pips. And that's another thing. Mental stuff can also be just distractions. It can literally be the simplest stuff like a distraction. And I'm not saying my daughter's appointment was a distraction. It's the fact that I knew I was out and about. I wasn't able to pay attention. If I can't pay attention, I shouldn't be in the market. If I'm doing something else and I know that I can't focus on it, I shouldn't be in the market. And this is what happened on this day. We end up getting into this bad trade. By the time I got to, get ready to leave, this second trade came in so quickly. And this is a 1 minute chart, so that's 2 minutes. And I'm getting ready to leave. I'm talking to the doctor and stuff like that or whatever. And I look back down. I'm like, oh shit, we're supposed to get into this entry, and set a buy limit, set my stop loss, and it never came back. And as you can see, small tip of drawdown, but that was nothing. You know what I mean? We end up losing on this day when this was supposed to be a $600 day. So remember those numbers, 315 turned into a $81 negative on this day because we missed the initial trade that would have put us actually up. This would have put us up $300. This trade, after this trade was supposed to take up for that loss and would have put us up $300. Then we decided as we got home, of course, this is after the appointment, stuff like that, break even. Then we took the loser, and this is me again looking, okay, well, we're drawing down, we're drawing down, we're drawing down, we're drawing down, stuff like that. And I would have taken a bigger loss had I not won this trade. I won the full validity of this trade, so I think that was like $500 in itself. So we would have lost somewhere roughly around like $400 in this day, but I only lost 81 because I ended up taking this very last trade. And this is me once again looking at drawdown. I'm like, okay, it's drawing down, it's going backwards before it starts to go into profit with most of my trades. So that's the $81 loss day where we're supposed to have a $600 profit. That also tells you something. We're missing trades really bad that are supposed to get us into wins. I took this one. That was a 297 day, $3 is commission. So I probably will start counting the commission as well and just saying 297 instead of 300 because that does miscue my wins and loss by at least a couple bucks. I've already started doing that with the losses, so why not do it with the wins too? So I'm probably going to start doing that. But either way, moving on to the very next day. This is the last day. It's Friday 13th. We should have lost $112.5. If you rewind back and look at what I was just talking about, we lost $424.50 on this day. This is today, Friday. The reason for that is because we missed this trade, missed opportunity hoping for drawdown, and we didn't get it. As you can see, literally 2 bullish candles. Entry was supposed to be right at the close of this candle. I usually try to get in like 2 or 3 seconds before it closes. We decided not to, waiting on drawdown. And guess what? It went straight up. It went down for like a second, not even a whole 0.25 of a pip, and then went straight up. Like I had no time to set that limit where I wanted to. And of course, after that, it never came back. We missed a $300 trade right there. Very easy. I can definitely tell you why I lose. These are things that you should be looking at for yourself to see why you lose. And sometimes it's a little less obvious, but for me, I know that I miss trades that I'm supposed to be into. And that's my whole mental game. And then at the same time, me sitting here trying to kind of change the strategy on the fly and stuff like that, which also still feeds into missing trades. It's the same damn thing. And as you can see, we took 2 more losses on the day, and that was it. So we should have only taken these 2 losses and had a W, but instead we took these two losses with no W at all. So we didn't have a buffer. We didn't have anything to go against those losses. We just took the 2 losses. And you can validate that by looking at my stream on this day. I was literally waiting for the trade. I said what I wanted. I said when it was gonna happen, and did not press the buy button. Like literally, I was hovering right over the buy button, just did not press it, thinking, "Oh, we're gonna get drawdown." And of course, what happens? No drawdown. You get to the next couple of trades, drawdown, drawdown, a little bit of drawdown, drawdown, and it's like, damn, the one trade that I'm thinking is going to draw down so that I can get right in at entry. And it's not that I want, like I said, a better position, as in like I need 3 pips of drawdown, then I can get in and that gives me more money. No, I just want to get right at that entry candle. I don't give a shit about, waiting until it draws down 5 pips and then I can try to jump in to get more money. Like that's not the thing that I'm worried about. I'm really just worried about getting right at that entry point. And I think that's what's definitely killing me, because right now we're supposed to be at like $1,800 positive. We are currently only at 623. We're at $623 positive, and that is literally my own fault. We're supposed to have 1,200 more dollars in comparison to that if we were taking the trades like we are supposed to. If we're winning like we're supposed to, we're not supposed to have that many lost days, and we're supposed to be at 1,800 positive. So try to sit down and figure out exactly, what you're doing wrong. Like I said, it could be a little less obvious than mine. I know I need to pay more attention when I'm doing the trades, and if I can't pay attention, don't trade. Secondly, is making sure to take the trades I'm supposed to when I'm supposed to, which just means me pressing that button and getting in. And then thirdly, trying not to change my strategy on the fly to accommodate for, the littlest things. That entry, if I get a 0.25 spread, I can literally just move the TP up 0.25. In most cases, it usually hits it. Now, there will be some cases where it's going to screw me over and maybe it comes back to break even. But at least we're at zero instead of at, negative in a sense, or just not getting into the trade at all. So to me, have to figure those things out. I won't be a profitable trader until that happens. So yeah, I hope y'all got something out of it. I appreciate it. Thank you all for watching the stream. Thank you all for watching the videos. I usually stream at roughly between 9:20 and 9:30. I'm sorry for those who actually watch the stream because I've been late like these last few days, but I had a lot of work, man. I work a 9 to 5 as well, so I had a lot of work, had a lot of meetings. So that does come first, but I usually try to be on no later than 9:30. So if you want to catch the stream, swing on by. I should be on there about 9:20, 9:30. Um, that's really about it. That's all I got for you. It's a really long video, so I do apologize. I wasn't supposed to talk this long. So either way, hopefully you had a good week, good day, all that great stuff. Have a good weekend. Peace.